Yeah, I felt good out there this morning. I think we got a little lucky. The weather forecast, the weather wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be this morning, and the wind didn't really pick up. So, we could sort of take advantage of that, and the greens were a little softer as well because of the rain. But yeah, it feels good. I played well. Putted much better today than I did yesterday too. So that was a big positive, and yeah, in a great position going into the weekend. Yeah, I mean, it was. It would have been very easy for me to get frustrated yesterday, and I was getting a little frustrated because I was I bogeyed 10 and 11 to go back to even par, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm 10 behind, and I'm not just 10 behind anyone, I'm 10 behind Scotty. So it's so I think it was big that I played my last 7 holes last night in 3 under par. But yeah, when you see someone like that at the top of the leaderboard already with a low score, it's tough not to think about it. It's tough not to sort of press the issue and try and make birdies to catch up with them right away. But golf tournaments are long. They're 4 days, 72 holes, and there's a lot of time to sort of chip away at those leads. And you saw with me at St Andrews in 2010, it can evaporate very quickly.
Yeah, and yesterday morning the greens were absolutely pure out there. But in the afternoon, they became a little slower and looked a bit more rougher. Would that be your assessment?
Yeah, it would be. With the grass that's on these greens, it seems to grow throughout the day, and you get a little bit of uneven growth. There's some patches that'll grow a bit faster than others, and makes them a little bumpy. And even this morning, because they were expecting wind, they only cut them once, and there was one green, the 4th green, they didn't cut at all. So. They're a little slower today than they were yesterday, and it's not a bad thing. It means you can be a little more aggressive with your putts.
But your form now is really coming back to something like you wanted 10 birdies out there today, but unfortunately the 3 bogeys.
Yeah, I mean I feel like I'm playing well. I'm hitting the ball well off the tee and giving myself plenty of chances, and it was good to see. A few more putts go in today. But yeah, I mean, I've said for the last few weeks that the game is feeling much better, and I'm much more comfortable with it. Yeah, I started to do something different the last few holes last night as well. I started to read most of my putts from behind the hole. I feel like on these greens I get a better read from that side. So that was something that I changed. And yeah, I mean, with the greens being that little bit slower, you can be a bit more aggressive and hit them a bit firmer. It's great. It'll be a great atmosphere if it happens. Depending on how he plays today and on how everyone else plays, obviously. I mean, it'd be something I'd really look forward to. He's coming down here as coming home as Masters champion, and won 2 of his last 3 events, and was arguably the best player in the world this year. So it's. It'll be exciting, definitely if we're paired over the weekend.